So this was, I guess about 8 years ago. I was 31 years old, right? And I had taken up weightlifting as a hobby, and I went hard at it. I'm talking hard as I could for months upon months upon months, and never, ever took a break, right? Just lifting as heavy and as long and as hard as I could. And one morning I found myself, and something was wrong. Something bad was wrong. And I grabbed my heart. It's about 4 a.m., maybe 3. It was early. And I grabbed my heart, and I'm talking a pain like I had never felt before. I'm talking a pain like I've never felt before. I didn't know what it was, but I knew what it was. I'm like, I'm having a heart attack. I'm 31 years old. I've read about it, but I ain't never seen it. I've heard stories about this happening to young people, like basketball players dying on the court and such. At 20-something, I'm 31. I'm like, it can't be what it is, but it feels like what they describe it as. I'm grabbing my chest. My arms are going numb. Like, I just don't understand what's going on. But my wife's laying next to me. I said, babe, call your parents, because they don't live too far from us, right? Call your parents. I got to get to the hospital. Now, here's what I ain't told you, right? We had just had a newborn baby, and at the foot of our bed, laying in the little bassinet, was our firstborn son. And as I'm trying to get up out of bed, I end up on my knees on the floor, right? Grabbing my chest on one arm, and my baby boy is sleeping in the bassinet at the foot of our bed. And I'm going to tell you God's honest truth that went through my mind. To this day, I remember this. I look at my little man, and I am not listen, I'm not playing. I literally think I'm drawing my last breaths. I think I'm dying right there on my bedroom floor. For real, I think I'm about to go meet my maker. And as I look at my little man, I'm not scared that I'm not going to be around in his life. Like, there wasn't one bit of fear like that. I was not scared of it. Why? Because the same God that loves me loves him, and he will provide a good and happy home for this little man. I know he will, because he did it for me, and he'll do it for him. I was not scared about his future. And then I look at my wife. She's on the phone. She's freaking out with her parents, right? And she's beautiful, and she's young with it. She's got a heart of gold. I wasn't worried or scared for my wife, because I know she'll be taken care of. God will send a great future for her, right? I was not scared of what might happen to Carrie. I'm going to tell you God's honest truth. What I was scared for, I thought in the next moment I was going to meet my maker. I thought I was going to look him in the eyes, and here's the fear that welled up inside me. I am not going to be able to tell him I did what he told me to do. And that scared me more than this heart attack scared me. I ain't even playing with you. I was so scared that I was going to see shame in his eyes, because I'm going for well done, good and faithful. I ain't even know of the compensation. Like, I don't need the money. I ain't here for fame and fortune, right? I'm here for effectiveness and productiveness. You can keep the rest. But I thought I was going home that day, and I was going to have to look Jesus in the eyes, and I was going to have to see shame in those things, because I let him down. I did not do what he called me to do, because a couple years prior, he laid a promise on my heart. He called me into something, and I said yes to it, but I ain't seen it come to pass yet. And I thought I was going home without seeing it accomplished, and I was going to have to disappoint him. And that scared me. Not of punishment. I knew I was saved. It scared me of disappointing him. Fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Don't you understand? He's got to be your everything. And I was scared. I was scared of letting him down. They take me to the hospital. I found out I got too much lactic acid in my blood, not enough oxygen. My heart was starving for oxygen, right? So we squared away and we get home. But that moment has never left me to this day. And that fear, like, I'm just being real with you, that fear drives me. I cannot do anything else. I'm just telling you the truth about it. Why? Because I will not look him in the eyes when it's my turn to go and fail him. I don't care what it costs this side of heaven. I don't care, because I cannot bear to see those eyes. I have to hear well done, good and faithful. I will give all my talent, all my treasure, all my time, all my life to it. It's bought and paid for anyways. This life ain't my own. I've been bought and paid for at a price. This is his to do with what he wants. And I will hear well done, good and faithful. Come and share in your master's happiness. I don't care what the cost is, because I fear that look in his eyes of walking through heaven's gates and letting him down. Just like you best fear that look in your wife's eyes when you screw up and you let her down. She's been counting on you. She needs you. She respects you, and she wants to honor you. Give her something to honor. And that's what I want to give to my God. Something he can honor, something he can celebrate, something he can be pleased with. And nothing less. I don't want to be a son that disappoints my dad, because you can still get to heaven disappointing him. Look around this world. There's plenty of sons disappointing their fathers and mothers right now. but they still sons. I get it. A lot of us gonna get to heaven, it's gonna be like we passed through a fire, right? Our works aren't gonna hold up. It's gonna be like straw or grass. I don't want that. I want works that last, that were built with solid things, precious things, hard things. Because we gave everything because we feared that look. And I'm telling you, you go through something like that, it changes you. You can't do less anymore. You can't hold yourself to a lesser standard. You gotta raise everything up. Everything. Ain't no more excuses once you have a meeting like that. And let's not get it twisted. That's what everything else was. Excuses for not doing what God told me to do.